the fact that we're able to do a show with 4 women and be somewhat well received, I think really speaks to the fact that our fan base really supports diversity and supports women in football.
They gotta play us!
WHODEY, everybody, and welcome to Tigress Talk. We are the first and the only Bengal show created by women. I am Jess, aka WHODEY, and I am joined by 2 of my lovely, wonderful friends. We've got Jerry holding it down in Florida, and we got Kayla hanging over on in the northern Kentucky side of the Cincinnati area. Thank you guys both so much for joining me this evening, and thank you everybody watching live. Stranger4420 says WHODEY. Bengals captain, my unpaid intern, says WHODEY. Oh, Sydney's here. What's up, Sydney? WHODEY, Sydney. Thanks for joining us live this week. Bengals Nation 09 says WHODEY ladies, glad I could catch the show again. Hey Jess, what did you think of the glizzy pic I sent you on Twitter, aka X? Oh, I don't know that I saw that. I might have to go back and look at that. Thank you guys all so much for being here. And thank you everybody who is watching after the fact as well. Christy says, WHODEY, beautifuls. Oh, thanks, Christy. Glad your beautiful face is joining us this evening. Yeah, make sure you guys like and subscribe. We appreciate it. And follow us on Twitter, aka X, I guess. I still, I'm not down with X, I don't think.
Never. No.
I'm still holding out hope that it goes back to the way it was someday, but you know, that might be futile at this point. But anyway, game recap. That was an ugly win. It's better to win ugly than to lose pretty. I think that win was a win only a mother could love. But you know, we pulled it out. Defense struggled a little bit on the Seahawks' first drive. Tackling still could use some improvement. I will love it one day, hopefully in like a week or 2 or 3 when I can stop complaining about tackling, but today is not that day. The Bengals scored on their first possession once again, and I thought that was a great sign of things to come. TD to Tyler Boyd. And, you know, I feel like Tyler Boyd has been a little bit quiet. And I realize his offense is trying to get back into gear, but it seems to me like Tyler Boyd's just been kind of, I don't know, just kind of quiet lately. But when I looked up his stats, he's actually second in yards, right behind Chase. And then he's second in catch rate behind Trenton Irwin. So of our starting three, he is the highest catch percentage. So I don't know. I love Tyler Boyd though. I love me some big levels on the field. Then Yoshi got his first NFL touchdown on his birthday, which we love. And shout out to his biggest fan, Greg, who I don't know if Greg's here yet. Greg might be late. That's okay. Greg has been pounding the drum for Yoshi since probably the draft, I think. So he was the first person I thought of when Yoshi got that touchdown. So congrats to Greg.
There he is.
Greg's here.
Yay.
I'm glad you heard all that, Greg. WHODEY ladies, close game, but a win is a win. Amen to that. Sydney says, I will take wins however we can. Defense coming in huge at the end. Yes, absolutely. That's, you know what? I feel like I can talk about the tackling early because they got it done in the end. So that's the biggest thing really. But offensive struggles creep back into focus in the second half. Burrow looked good. Burrow looked off, but he did well enough to secure the win. So, you know, Second half, no touchdowns in the second half. That was a little disappointing. Do you want down? All right. It's my little
I
lap.
feel like the entire offense fell off in that second half.
Yeah. Yeah, things were just not clicking in the second half. I don't know why, but thankfully the defense came to play in the second half. So that was great. The bend don't break. Yeah. Yoshibas. Yeah, Greg, we're so happy for you. All right, we're ready for Luther Vision. All right. Don't be weird. Don't be weird. Don't be weird. Okay, hope that was not weird enough for you, Greg. Yeah, I think the name of the game with defense is just been bend don't break, and I feel like we've said that in years past, but this was another big example of that. You know, they had 70 defensive snaps, which is a lot. Lou said the defense was gassed. They saved the game when we needed them the most, so that was really good. And then Cam Taylor-Britt with his second interception
on his birthday too.
It was a great day for birthday boys. I loved it. And our friend Ava, it was her birthday too. And she was there at the game. So she got to see an awesome win on her birthday. We love it. We love all the birthday love. It's a great thing. And then our new favorite thing. So where we sit in 158, all of the families sit in like 102, 103. And we love, like, whenever somebody does something really awesome on field, we always like look, and Cam Taylor-Britt's parents were going insane after I love to see it because, you know, I've met his mom and dad before, and his dad is just like such a mild-mannered sweetheart of a gentleman, and then to see him losing his mind when his son got that interception, I was just like, yes, like they're one of us, you know. So that was amazing. And then, you know, Evan McPherson, we haven't really mentioned him a whole lot this year so far because he's been money. He's living up to his name. But he got that 52-yarder in the fourth after Cam's interception. And we're going to do highlights in a little bit, but that interception was incredible. I think Bridget tweeted it out, and I had to agree. I did not appreciate it in real time as much as I did when I went back and watched it. Just the yards after the catch was just incredible. And then our friend Brad, what was Sydney say? We wish we didn't have 2 fourth down stops under 3 minutes. Offense needs to step up, and I think they will. I completely butchered that comment. I'm so sorry. I agree. Pam, Mama Pam's here. Good day, girlies. You all look great. And Kayla, you look extra pretty tonight. Love the lighting. Mama Pam, I said the same thing when I saw the camera. I was like,
thank you.
Running always, but especially so tonight. So yeah, thanks, Mama Pam. We're glad you're here. What was I talking about? Oh, Brad, yes. You know, he's been hot and cold, but I think all of his issues are things that Darren Simmons can fix, and I think they will get fixed. I thought a lot of his early punts were really good, and then the last couple were so good. I think we really needed those extra yards that we couldn't quite get. Again, things that I think will get cleaned up. So let's see.
He's still a rookie, so
he's absolutely a rookie. And Yash says need Orlando Brown back, but Cody Ford looked good. Yeah, I'm hoping that we can get him back after the bye. All right, let's watch some highlights. I have we don't have to watch ads this time, so that will be good. But, so yeah, let's start opening drive. I love that pass right there, and it's funny because Kyle Kasky actually mentioned this last night. I want to rewind it here a little bit if I can. You know, at the beginning, everybody moved. Or wait, what was it? Oops. All right. Nobody followed Mixon when he moved. Sorry, I can't rewind it. When I click on too many things, but that was perfect right there. And then
that was great.
That was fantastic. We were able to draw him off. And then that was a great.
I felt like it was going to be a shootout after it started like this. I was like, oh wow, yeah.
I hope we need to talk about this. We need to talk about this celebration dance because
first down to the 20. Another one. A dart to Higgins. Burrow from the gun. Rifles. Touchdown. Tyler Boyd. The Bengals an extra point away from the equalizer.
What but I loved it.
Means you don't have to hold your blocks quite as long.
All right.
Burrow airs it out. Coming back towards you.
Wait,
Flag on the play.
and the way he
Chase.
fought
Bonus
plays
yards after the grab.
extra yards, stand
For the
bounce.
Bengals.
Beautiful
Burrow
thing, and then
fires it. Caught by Chase.
that was great too. Hi, Bridget. I can do it. Tired.
Sells it.
Hanging out a bit late. Sorry.
Touchdown.
We're gonna grab more
Catch
around.
made by Yossi Vosh. Flag on the play. Cincinnati celebrating. 6 defensive backs.
Sorry.
3rd and 11. Smith.
Yeah, that was quite great.
Brought down. Logan Wilson, first man
This was crazy.
Stays on his feet.
Yeah.
Where's going?
Buying more time.
And I think Joe Goodberry said it too. Like, he could have just stopped right there. And he would have like, guys front to protect him. But he was like, dude.
One chunk play? No. Cincinnati
Also, the way
gets in there.
has
Cam Sample
Yeah,
back it up to the 18.
I love it.
Smith. Close it up. Intercepted.
That's awesome.
Picked off by Mike Hilton for Cincinnati. Just the 2nd turnover of the season for Seattle. Second and goal. Walker the cut. Nowhere to go. No gain of Seahawks looking for the lead. Knocked away.
I like
Second and 9. Smith. The pocket hangs in there, throws it.
Yeah, it's good. Look how far he runs.
Interception. Taylor Britt.
Oh my god.
Same.
That was so awesome.
Amazing.
And that's that Peter
Big turn of events.
old car can't take many more games like the last month. I'm surprised I have nails left.
Solid, perfect.
Yeah, I actually broke my nails
Smith.
half on that.
Smith is done.
Yeah, for most of the season. But, and no break. They got it where it counts.
By Smith and Jigba. 4th and goal. Smith. He's done. At the 15.
That was that first
Waiter. The fourth sack.
like, go all the way to the field again. Now we've got our last.
Smith out of the pocket. Steps. Fire.
Almost had that almost too. That was
Into the game.
nice there, but
Second down, running.
going out again.
Walker winding down. Smith. End zone. Incomplete. Motion
All right.
Metcalf.
Here it is.
Smith.
Oh,
Hit as he throws. BJ.
So loud too.
And it's
When it's,
over.
yeah.
I think that would
The Bengals defense.
we all lost our ever-loving minds. So anyway, hope you all enjoyed that dramatic recap complete with dramatic music. So, what did you guys think about the game? Anything that stood out?
I wanted to throw up the entire 4th quarter. Like
Yes, me
I
too.
just was like this the whole time.
Yeah.
And I went back to 2 years ago what I did every time that I needed something good to happen. And I said, I am positive things happen to me. And that is when we stop them on both 4th downs.
Manifesting.
Carrie
We
with
gotta
the
I
get
was
this
like,
thing out
I told you
download.
it works. I went back to basics. We were watching the game downstairs like we used to. I reset some things. So I think we're back in business, guys.
The question is, was Brian allowed to be present?
He was there, but he did sleep through some of it. Because that's what he does.
Funny. Sydney, I'm so glad you got to see so many awesome stops down by where you were. That's really cool. It was just a great day. What do you think, Kayla?
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh.
The atmosphere was incredible. I mean, I feel like the whole game, people were loud when they were supposed to be. It was good, even when it was looking a little bit rougher. I mean, defense was killing it in the second half. So that maybe is why we were so loud and we had a lot to cheer for. But like, even though it was a close game, there was a lot through the whole game to be encouraged by and to be excited about, I thought.
Yeah. What were you going to say, Jer?
I was going to say, at one point it felt like for me, like if we win this game, it's not going to feel like a great win. But as soon as we won, I was so energized.
I thought it felt like a
you.
great win. I think the Seahawks are a good team, and
They
I
are.
like people are writing them
Yeah.
off. They beat some crappy teams, but I think Geno Smith is a good quarterback. Honestly, aside from Sunday, I am rooting for him as a player, as a person. I think he is a great person, and I love his kind of redemption story that he's doing right now. So I think Seahawks are a good team, and I was really happy to beat them. Yeah, as he says, 156 and 150 are where it's at. Yeah, that's our sections. Yeah. A little partial, but yeah, that's right. But yeah, I thought Cap was gonna actually die on that last drive because the timeouts and everything else, and
Yeah.
he was not okay. But then on that last that last stand, we have a little adopted child named King who basically stands down there with us the whole time, and me and him were like hugging and jumping up and down.
That's so
So
sweet.
funny. We were dying. It was great, but what a great day. It was a fantastic win and a really good day. So. All right. Well, moving right along, let's do We Need to Talk next. Christy says, I thought Metcalf's push on Cam Taylor-Britt was outrageous. Yeah. Did you guys see that?
It was crazy. And the fact that he was
Spicy.
so in his head, I kind of was living for it.
I know,
yeah.
right? Metcalf
He
was
loved it.
like an older brother who got beat by his little brother, couldn't handle it. Oh my God. Yeah, you nailed it. That's exactly what it was like. Because here's this rookie making you look silly. And I think there was a video I saw on Twitter where somebody was talking smack to DK Metcalf after he walked off the field, and I was
I saw that.
Oh my God.
yes. But man, he was deep in his feels when he was
It was almost like he was like mad that Cam Taylor-Britt didn't retaliate after he started being a little bit pushy.
Yeah.
And he
I
was
think you're
like,
right.
oof,
Oh, it's funny.
so
It was
crazy.
funny. I was dying for that. Of course, I didn't see that live, but after the fact, I was all over that. That was so funny. But okay, We Need to Talk. It's brought to you by Brimminghorn Meadery. Code Tigress gets you 15% off 2 or more bottles of mead. Shout out to everybody who was in lot 1 and got to try some mead on Sunday. They were down there with our Rally Around the Natty buddies and our Bengals and Brews buddies, and they had some mead down there. They were sharing with everybody. So if you got to try some, I hope you loved it. I forget what kind I tried, but I tried a kind I never had before, and it was delicious. But everything I've ever had from them is delicious, and they are Bengals fans. So make sure you check them out.
Did you try
All
the
right,
jalapeno one that they
Did
had?
you try the jalapeno? I was scared.
I've tried it before and I
Ooh.
love it. So.
Really? How spicy is
I
it?
love spicy stuff.
I would say, way less than like a spicy margarita for me.
Oh, okay.
It's like just like a little
Just a little
kick.
spicy? Okay,
Yeah.
maybe I'll try it then. I can't do spicy food. We were at Midwest Best Barbecue the other day, on Saturday actually, and they were bringing out wings for us to try. They wanted us to try some of their dry rubs and stuff, and I was like looking down the whole table, gauging like how spicy it was. And I was like, nope, I cannot do spicy. But anyway, shout out to them. They're an awesome company. If you guys have not tried them, they're in Loveland. But anyway, what do we need to talk about this week, ladies?
Well, we can talk about the trade deadline. Do you think we're gonna make any moves? I haven't really heard any
Maybe not.
rumblings or anything, but
Yeah, I'd be real surprised if they did. I don't know.
But they've been surprising us this year.
That's true. I know. I know some people were clamoring for another tight end. I'm like, why? Another running back? Why? I don't know. I'm not down with any of those reasonings. I don't know. But then again, I don't pay attention to that kind of stuff like other people do. So maybe there's some people out there that they really want us to go after, but I personally
yeah,
don't.
I trust whoever. If they bring someone in, I'll be like super on board for it because I feel like, I don't know, we've trusted them in the past and they've
Always, yeah.
Yeah, it's always been right. So I'd be excited if we did anything, but yeah, I'm not expecting anything. I just didn't know if you guys.
I think we've got a really good team with the guys that we have. You know, they just need to kind of play better. So, because what I mean to talk about is Callahan's interview, or his press conference, I should say, where he was talking about Joe being healthy, opening up the playbook a little bit more, and he suggested that they would go under center a little more, and admitted that the offense isn't where it needs to be, which I think 32nd is pretty much not where it needs to be. So I think we have a lot of talent, obviously, and once these guys get healthy, I think that things will start to click a little bit better. So did you guys hear him say all that? What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, I was a little surprised by his tone after a win. I felt kind of like, oh, he's disappointed. It was like your dad being disappointed in you. It was like,
Yeah.
he was like tired sounding. I was like, oh, bless him. But yeah, I mean, it's true. And it's what a lot of fans have been echoing. So I would think that most people would be pretty happy to hear that, it's not just false platitudes and whatever to the media, just saying like whatever to placate. It's like he's being honest, which is good. So.
Yeah. Kev, that's a great point. Loved hearing his disappointment because we know we can do better. Yeah, I agree, Kayla. I mean, a win's a win, but I think at the end of the day, he knows that this team is capable of so much more. And that goes back to the dad thing too. It's like, you're not reaching your potential. I got that talk a lot in high school. So I feel like that's kind of where we're at as with our offense right now. It's like we've got all this talent and it's just not coming together right now because of, I think a lot of it is because of the injuries. And, you can talk about Joe not being himself. You can talk about T not being himself because of injuries. And I just feel like it's not really fair to be so hard on this offense with the injuries that they've had. But at the same time, they know that they can get it together. Bridget says I'd trade a pick for P. Ryan. I know. Bridget,
I miss him.
Ryan. Yeah, I don't know though. I think he's the only thing Denver's got good going on now. So that might keep.
Yeah, it's rough out there.
Yikes. But yeah, so I thought that was kind of cool to hear Callahan sort of admitting that things haven't been where they wanted them to be. But we kind of all knew that. Also, I don't know if you guys saw Peter Schrager's podcast, but Lou was on there talking about just everything, his life. I loved it. I loved listening to it. It's about Lou's part is about an hour long, but I like Peter Schrager. So he's talking about he's going to be on Jeopardy and all kinds of cool stuff. So anyway, go listen to Peter Schrager's podcast and Lou's. Man, I learned a lot of things about Lou that I didn't know already. I mean, I knew he was from Staten Island. I knew he was a New York guy. I knew that he's kind of coached at all phases, all levels of the game. But I guess I didn't realize that he coached at Harvard and at the Merchant Marine Academy.
That's cool.
He's had some really interesting things in his life and his career that's kind of molded him into the person that he is today, who we love and adore. So I thought that was really cool if you guys want to check that out. But he talked about the core four on that podcast as well. And I guess these things, so we'll let that slide, Lou. I guess the core four is like an old Yankees reference, but basically it's, obviously Trey, Sam, DJ, and BJ. Those are the core four. And he, after everybody was so gassed at the end of the game, he was like, I'm not putting anybody in, but you guys are my core four, and let's go out there and win the game. And I just thought that was really cool because at the end of the game, if you see those guys after they got that big stop at that last fourth down, they were so excited and jumping up and down. They did not look gassed to me. Like they looked like they were having a great time. They were like the rest of us in the stands jumping up and down. So I thought that was really cool to see, knowing that they had, and in my brain, I'm not counting defensive snaps. I had no idea they had 70, which seems like a lot. I don't know.
Yeah.
But, I just thought it was really cool. And then of course it's always fun seeing him after the game, and he's always so nice whenever we see him. So we appreciate his kindness and the human that he is. So I thought that was really cool.
I always feel like he looks like he could be Mike the Situation's dad.
100%.
Like every time I see him, that's
how he talks too.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for him to pull out it's t-shirt time. Yes, 100%. I think that's that Staten Island vibe that they all have.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. It's funny because on the podcast, on Peter Schrager's podcast, they talked about that too, about Staten Island's like their resurgence with the Impractical Jokers and like other people being from Staten Island and like Staten Island's becoming kind of cool again. Or I don't know if it was ever cool, but it's like, becoming a thing. So I thought that was really cool. You can tell he's just really proud of where he's from. And he talked about riding the bus to school on the, the public transportation bus. And that kind of really shaped him and molded him. And then I think he was between jobs. I think it was like Miami and the Giants, maybe, where he went home for a while and lived at his parents' house for like 2 months as a grown adult. And that was really funny to hear too. So
I have to check it out. That sounds awesome.
Yeah. It's really good. It's worth the time to listen to it. I do like 1.5 and then I was like 45 minutes or so at 1.5. So highly recommend that. Shout out to our friend Peter Schrager. We appreciate you. Okay, what else? Oh, Stripe the Jungle. That's going to be happening on that Sunday night game against the Bills. And whoo, yeah, Sydney says, interested to see how Stripe the Jungle goes. Yes, me too, Sydney. I think
it's ambitious.
It is ambitious. And, it's funny because like for years, I just wanted an orange out. I would have been fine with an orange out, but they're like, nope, you wear orange, you wear black, you wear orange, black, 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 black. And I think it's so cool. If we can pull it off, which, hey, we've pulled off the whiteout, we've pulled off things in the past. I think it's going to be really awesome, but I worry a little bit about the weather and other things. Ross Incognito says, "WHODEY, Bengal ladies." Thank you, WHODEY. And Bengals Nation 09 says, "Let's keep the Bills injury free." Yes, absolutely. No injuries for anybody. Kyle's here. Kyle Gaskey's here. He says, "WHODEY, Tigress ladies." WHODEY, Kyle. Make sure you guys are checking Kyle out on Chatterbox Sports on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern. He does an awesome film breakdown, and I look forward to it every week. It's super awesome. I should link that in the description for you all. But I retweeted it from the Tigress Talk Twitter and also from my own personal Twitter at the WHODEY. So yeah, I'm constantly retweeting that. It's not hard to find if you go to my page, but make sure you guys tune into that. He also answers questions. So if you watch the game and you're like, oh my gosh, I wonder why they did that there, or I wonder why that didn't work there. You can ask him that question on the show and he can show you on the film and he can say like, well, this guy was supposed to tackle at this angle, but instead he took this angle and he completely missed the tackle. And I thought that was just like mind boggling. So yeah, she says it was a great watch, caught up yesterday morning. Yes. Watching live is hard for our friends in the UK and elsewhere. So, anytime you can catch it, it's great, but very generous with his time with all of that. So, but yeah, so anyway, Stripe the Jungle. So Cincy April, if you find her on Twitter, she is very kind. She made a document for all the discount options people have been finding. And I found some coats and vests today because that's what I was going to say is I'm a little worried about the weather. I feel like if it was warm weather, everybody could just buy a t-shirt and we'd all be happy and great. And we'd all, get our assignments right and everything else. But with it being a little chillier and with it being a night game, I'm just a little worried about that. So, I don't know what you guys think. I feel like we need to have like some brainstorming sessions on how we can pull this off. But I know Cap had an idea to make everyone a poncho of their said color and just get like some fabric with a head hole cut in it and just you can just drape it over whatever coat you have.
Yeah, and be like, look up your section. Let's figure this out right now. If you don't have
So if you want a poncho, let Cap know. I think he's going to be making ponchos this week.
That's brilliant.
Possibly this weekend while I'm at work. Cap's going to be at home making ponchos. I don't know. So I think a big enough t-shirt even could fit over a puffy coat. I don't know. It's going to be wild. I hope everybody can pull it off. And, hey, maybe the Bengals will do something like just like colored, like I don't know, like
I was thinking
signs.
like pom-poms or something.
Or pom-poms that everybody could just kind of hold them up at one time, and then it could be like a thing for a minute. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. But it's funny because we've asked for like themed games in the past, and I remember one year everybody bought that tiger striped bathrobe, and everybody was gonna wear it. I think we got like 30 people to wear it. I mean, it was like kind of a lot, but that thing is hot. Like, it has to be very cold to be comfortable wearing that robe. But I think that we could pull it off. We gotta do some planning. So if you're looking for something to buy, but you don't have a lot of money to spend, check out Cincy April. She's making a document of all the things we found. Because Jerry, didn't you find something on Amazon and somebody found something on Walmart? So there are deals to be had out there. I don't think anybody expects everybody to run out and purchase, all new cold weather gear. So Austin said, I'm going to go to a Bengals game
if they have
someday.
something extra.
Yeah. That's awesome, Austin. I hope you do. St. Yash too. All right, 2024. All right, Austin and Yash, Bengals games 2024. Let's do it. What were you saying, Jerry? Sorry.
I was just saying, like, check with your friends, especially if they're not going to the game. Like, see if there's something you can borrow or trade or just help each other out.
I was looking at Poshmark today too. I didn't realize that they sell fake jerseys on Poshmark. I was a little perturbed by that. They sell fake jerseys for like $65. And I'm like,
I never look at the jerseys there.
I just Googled Cincinnati orange and it's just looked at everything that came up under Cincinnati orange just to see what was out there. And I was amazed by the amount people are charging for fake jerseys. So anyway, there's plenty of deals to be had out there. And, also at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world. Just be loud on defense, quiet on offense. And, I think as the years go on, this could be a really cool thing, but just bring on us at this point. We'll see how it goes, but I'm excited to try. And then maybe someday I'll get my orange out that I wanted.
Talk to your friends who are not on social media too, because my dad just missed it in the email, and I was like, Dad, you got to pay attention to our section.
I almost wish it would say it like on the ticket, like the section and like wear orange or wear black for, like, I'm sure.
I wonder how hard that would be to do after the fact. But that would be really cool. That's a really good idea. They should definitely do that. Maybe in the future for this game, they can kind of designate a game and then put it on the ticket ahead of time, like once the tickets come out.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else have anything they need to talk about tonight?
I have something, and it seems like we need to talk about this every week, every year. The officiating just continues to get worse, and it really kind of changed the outcomes of two really big games. And with how big betting is now with the NFL, I feel like the referees really have even more of a responsibility to get these calls right. And I don't know what the answer is. I don't know if it's being able to review some of these calls, being able to challenge some of these calls, but it's really like every now and then, okay, it's going to happen, but it is happening every week, sometimes several times a game, multiple games.
Yeah.
They've got to do better. They owe it to us as fans who spend a lot of money either going to the games, buying stuff, your time and energy into this, and to the players, because it's not fair to the players either. Like they've really got to figure out something, because what they're doing right now is not working, and it's really frustrating for, I think, everybody, even for the teams that it's going their way. Like at some point it might not go their way. Doesn't seem like that for a couple of teams, but
you're taking us right into our conspiracy theories, Jerry. But yeah, I agree with you. I get so tired. Like nobody likes talking about the refs. For some main character energy type of guys, nobody likes talking about them. Nobody likes having to complain about people not doing their jobs. Okay, but it's happening and it's a problem, and I don't think there's anything wrong for calling that out. And I don't think that people should be fined for calling it out. I don't think coaches and players, that should be a thing that they have to worry about. I don't think fans should be attacked for calling it out. I think that it's valid. It's a valid point. everybody just needs to do their job correctly. It's not that difficult. And I agree with you, Jerry. Maybe we need some sort of review system. I feel like what was it, XFL or what was the other one?
It was
One
the
that The Rock
XFL.
did. Yeah. Like they would talk about the penalties and they would talk about them out loud. Everybody could hear what was going on. They would review them. They would say whether it was or wasn't. And yeah, sure, maybe that would add some time to games. Maybe people don't want that overall. But hey, guess what? Just do your job right, and then it won't add any time to the games. Like it's just it's just really frustrating. I feel like there needs to be, until there's some sort of incentive for them to get it right, I don't see it getting better anytime soon, unfortunately. So I don't I don't know. I don't know what else to say about it. It's just it's frustrating. And you're right. It's always the darling teams that get the calls to go their way. And you know, as Bengals fans, we don't get a lot of those calls. We don't get the calls when Joe gets hit in the head. We don't get the calls when
Never.
The late hits that a lot of other people get. And it's frustrating because we want our guys to stay healthy just as much. So it sucks, but it's like that's what we're left with. And I hope that it will get better. I think as they get, some younger guys in there, maybe some turnover, maybe is what we need.
Some more women.
I just don't know. We definitely need more women. Shout out. I think there's 3 of them. Sarah, I know Sarah's name. I forget the other 2. But yeah, we definitely need more women. We need more people that care about doing their job correctly. And I think that they've just not been held accountable for so long that they just have no reason to do a good job. So I don't know. I don't know what the solution is, but it's definitely frustrating.
Fight them in the parking lot.
Yeah. Bengals captain said Midwest Best Uno wings are the best ever. Yeah, I was talking a little bit about Midwest Best earlier about the wings and stuff. Yeah, Rebecca, the coleslaw. I loved the coleslaw. I thought it was so good. Darth Bengal said G-Funk. Yeah, the G-Funk was my favorite that I tried. And what's funny is I don't really do a lot of dry rubs. Bridget likes the G-Funk as well. Yeah, I can't believe how good that was. And apparently the G-Funk has won awards. And but the Uno was a little spicy, I heard. So I didn't actually try the Uno because I was afraid it would be too spicy for me. But the G-Funk was not spicy at all. So if you're afraid of spice, rest assured the G-Funk was not spicy. And I'm definitely going to get it on some chicken tendies next time I go there. Yeah, Ben Riley says full-time refs versus part-time refs. Yeah, all those refs are like part-time refs. And do women refs officiate more consistently? Yes, they do.
We always see when people are doing wrong.
What?
I said we always see when somebody's doing something wrong.
Right. Like nothing gets by us. And we don't make mistakes like that. Like we don't just call stuff like that, So.
Like I think if the refs start getting fined for some of these ridiculous calls that are just absolutely obvious that they should not have been called, or just some kind of something. Like I said, when you've got betting,
anything's better than what we got, which is nothing.
Going on. Yeah. And when you have the betting going on like it is, and it really is, like every commercial,
a lot of
during
money.
the game, they talk about it. Like you really have a responsibility to get stuff right. And I think the NFL is failing us with that.
Yep. Well, geez, I feel like we need to go into our conspiracy theories now, even though we talked about some of them already. So part of my conspiracy theory was about the refs, but the other part, which I think is equally disappointing, is that Roger Goodell is the commissioner again for however long. And I feel like nothing is going to get better with any of it, with the same people doing the same things. It's like, I don't think he's not shown us ever that he's going to hold anybody accountable. So I don't think anything is going to change with that. But, we shall see, I guess. But yeah, the officiating thing is really disappointing. But anybody else have any conspiracy theories? I was like,
Are we going to talk about how Jamar doesn't believe in Bigfoot and doesn't believe in aliens? Are we discussing this?
Wait, I didn't hear about this. You have to fill me in on this, Kayla.
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, it feels kind of personal that he doesn't believe in both Bigfoot or aliens. He was asked about it. He answered. He was like, I don't believe in either. And I was like,
He doesn't believe in aliens,
that's what he says.
even though it's been basically proven. What about the Mexican bodies they found or whatever?
I hope that these are the questions that the media needs to be asking, Jamar.
I agree. We need answers here. Although Bigfoot, I don't know if I believe in Bigfoot. I haven't
Didn't you
seen
see that video
evidence.
of this past week?
Yeah.
This past week they did?
Yeah.
Okay, see, I've missed all this. I need to catch up. All right. Well, I need to catch up on that because that might change my mind. I don't know. But the alien thing, come on. I mean, that's basically been proven at this point.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to need the media to press him more. I couldn't believe it when I heard that he didn't believe.
Yeah.
So.
Ross said we would have a Super Bowl if not for bad calls. Yes, Ross, you're correct. I'm not sad at all about that anymore. I'm totally over that.
I don't think about that every day.
I don't think about that all the time.
I don't have a permanent eye twitch from it.
No, me either. Definitely not. Y'all need to do an AFC North talk crossover. I don't know what AFC North talk is. Is that another thing?
Other teams fans.
Oh, you want me to put other teams fans on this show? I don't think that's a good idea at all.
I don't know. We're the right people for that.
I don't think that would be good for anyone. Thank you for your comment. Thank you for your suggestion. No, I don't think that. I don't think that would be a good news.
I would need to go to anger management prior to
No.
that.
Maybe on like a normal show. Maybe that's what they do on normal shows. Is that what they do on normal shows? They have like other fans on and they all.
You're not here for other fans. You're here for the tinfoil.
Yeah.
No. We don't do that here. I do always appreciate though, like I know Locked On does the crossover episode, but it's like I never listen to our rivals. Like I only listen to the other like I'll listen. I didn't listen to the Seahawks one either, but like I listened to the Arizona one. Like I'll listen to those ones where it's like I don't hate every single person on that team. So it's like I could listen to that. I don't think I could deal with having them on my own show. But that's why it's my show. I'll do what I
want. Exactly.
But yeah. Oh, anyway. So Jamar Chase doesn't believe in any of this. I think we need another episode of Orlando Brown Jr. with large man, tiny microphone. I think he needs to go around and ask them if they believe in aliens and things. Oh, did you guys see the tiger stripe thing that he did?
Yes.
He's like I love when he just like looks at the camera and he's like, wrong.
He's the perfect person.
Always cracks me up. He's just like the side eye where you're so disappointed. It's just so funny to me.
Just walks away.
But yes, I think we need to be asking these guys more questions about all of these things because my inquiring mind would like to know who all believes in Bigfoot, who all believes in aliens. I like the one where they did who on the team might be an alien because I think we all agree that Cheeto is definitely an alien, but he's just too smart to be a human. No actual human is good at that many things at the same time and that good looking. Like there's just no way he's a real human. You know what I mean? Like he's just too good at everything. My opinion.
Agree. 100%.
All right, chat. If you guys have any conspiracy theories, be sure and shout them out. Nothing. I did do a baseball show that was like other fans, but it wasn't like Cardinals fans. Even though Christine's a Cardinals fan and we love Christine. Shout out to Christine, the only Cardinals fan I like. But okay, well, I think that might be it for conspiracy theories today. So thank you all for those. As a reminder, conspiracy theory segment is a joke. We're not serious about any of this, especially not conspiracy theories. So, all right, what else? Well, it's bye week, so we really don't need to discuss injuries or predictions for bye week. Anybody get anything new recently? I'm wearing my claw hat again just because I love it so much, and I'm wearing my vintage orange sweatshirt with the scary tiger on it to prepare for my orange out or orange
Cute.
at 158. And Jerry, I love your sweater. I looked at that sweater the other day. I like reorganized some of my closets and I put all my sweaters in the basement. And I was looking at that sweater like, I love this sweater. I can't wait to wear this when it gets cold.
I was so excited to find it on Poshmark for like $15, and I was like, mine, because I just saw it on eBay like yesterday, and somebody's selling it for like $175.
Yeah, I think I paid closer to 50 on eBay for it, but I love it. It's amazing.
Yeah, I was like, this person does not know
like
what
the
they
same
have.
kind of tiger as this. Not quite. It's different pose, but I love it.
I got a new orange jacket.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, because I sent a text to my husband and I said, hey, if you're looking for a gift to give me for Archer's first birthday, since I did all the work,
yes,
this would be a great jacket. And he said, you have how many jackets? And we live in Florida. So then my dad was like, I'll get it for you. So,
aww. What kind of jacket is it?
So it's the orange satin bomber with the rhinestone tiger or the rhinestone bee on the back. So, and then I'm going to finish the orange rhinestone boots. I'm almost finished with boot 1 because I took a little bit of a break.
Did you like, you seem like you're off to a really hot start.
I was. And then like I sidetracked to like bedazzling the Nike on my shoes and then I just stared at the boot for a while and it was staring at me and I was like, I don't want to start this again, but now I have to. And I'm going to because that's why I keep talking about it, because I need people to hold me accountable.
All right. I can't wait to see him. I mean, that first one looked awesome. So
yeah,
I can't wait to see it.
Watch,
how many hours do you think it took you to do that first one?
If I think about that, I will cry.
Okay.
Specifically since they released like the sequined boots.
But they're gone.
A week later. I know, but
they were gone immediately.
They had them in my size when I saw them, and that's when I might have shed a couple of tears. And Brian was like, no, the boots will be they're still great. And it was
I think yours are so much better.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, the rhinestones are so much better than the sequins, I think. I mean, I wanted the sequin boots, and then as soon as I saw them, they were gone. So it's like whatever. You couldn't even get them if you wanted to. But I think yours are going to be so much better, anyways. So
they're going to be beautiful, and it'll be worth all the blood, sweat, and tears once you're wearing them, and you're feeling.
You're going to appreciate them so much more because of that.
Yeah,
I feel like halfway through the game, like half of the rhinestones, it's going to look like Taylor Swift's concert again because there's just going to be rhinestones all around.
It might be. It might be. It'll be fine though. Enough will stay on that they'll still look sparkly. You won't be able to tell. It'll be great.
Yeah.
Well, Kayla, you're off the hook with your Mike Cart t-shirt.
I know, and I got this new one. I got one of those Cincy Shirts, tie-dye.
Yeah, I love that shirt.
And I love it too. They have another design too with it. But
yeah, the Cincy Shirts has some really cute stuff lately. I love the Burby.
Yeah.
I think that's super cute. And hey, I know it's probably going to be a little chilly, but Cincy Shirts is a great place to look for stuff for shirts. I'm not sure if they have any solid orange stuff. I'm sure they do. I just haven't. I don't know if that for a fact, but I'm sure that they have stuff because they can print stuff on demand in the store. So if you roll up to the store, they can print whatever you want on a shirt as long as it's one of their designs, obviously. But they have like a whole Rolodex of designs that you can get printed on your shirt. So, and if you order online, don't forget code Tigress gets you a discount still. So just don't tell Josh. That's the rules. I'm kidding. I'm sure he probably knows, but I don't know. Also, Zim's got some new stuff that he's pushing, and he's working with Cincy Shirts too. So that's cool. Because I love Cincy Shirts. I love the quality of their shirts. So So he's working with them now too. And then, I was wearing my blindside crop on Sunday. And I think that's part of the reason why we won. So blindside
They're
crops
lucky.
are lucky again. So make sure you check out them as well.
We love them.
What else? What else? Oh, Sara Sella jewelry, obviously. Code Tigress gets you, or I forget. Now I'm getting my codes mixed up. Hold on. I think I have a banner. I think I have a banner. This is why I do the description, because I cannot ever remember. Oh yeah. Sara Sella is code WHODEY for 15% off. And then Cincy Shirts code Tigress for 20% off. Is it 20%? Oh man. Definitely don't tell Josh about that. Oh, and then that I knit is a really cool company that they're hats, and they're knitted by these Peruvian women, I believe, and they're a little bit more expensive, but they're all handmade and they're really gorgeous. And I know Kayla has one. I have one. Do you have one, Jerry? You should have one.
I don't.
That's your Christmas. You need to ask for that for Christmas for sure.
So warm.
They're so warm. Like the wool is super thick. It's like these like Peruvian alpacas is like where they get this wool from. And these women are able to earn a livable wage for their family by knitting these hats. So it's this really, really great company. And they make all kinds of awesome stuff, including a Bengals hat. And the little pom-pom on the top is a button, like a snap. And you can just pull it off and replace it. So I have like a little fuzzy one, and then you could replace it with a yarn one, or you can replace it with like just a little cap so that it doesn't have a poof ball on it if you're not into poof balls at the moment. And so that I knit. Oops. That I knit. It's really awesome. It's not like we've never cursed on this show ever.
No.
Not us.
I try to keep it clean for the little ears that may be watching, but all right, that's about all I got. You guys got anything else? Happy bye week, everybody. We made it.
I will be heading to San Francisco next week.
Oh, that's right. Oh my gosh. I hope you have a safe trip and have a wonderful time. And you're going with your friend Shannon, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Shannon and my boss, the 49ers fan.
Okay. So, is Brian going to?
He is staying home with Archer and the dogs.
Okay.
The dogs just they don't really, unless Whitney is the one babysitting them, because they love Whitney.
Yeah.
They don't really like anybody else to watch them.
Really?
So,
oh.
Yeah. It's mostly.
Well, I mean, of course, Whitney's great, but.
Oh yeah. When we came back the last time she watched them, they were like, "Why are you here?" Like
they're like, "Please leave again."
Snuggled us. Yeah, they're like, she snuggled us on the couch the entire weekend. Like,
how can
you don't have
not? They're perfect boys.
They are something else. They're so sweet.
But
yeah, so I'm going with them, and it's really a celebratory trip too, because we're celebrating that my boss is cancer free. He got to ring the bell a couple weeks ago. So
I love that so much.
Celebrating a lot of things, and he promised me that the big one is not going to happen out there, because they had an earthquake today, and that is like my biggest fear while we were there, is that there's an earthquake, because I am not mentally capable of going through that without freaking out. So
oh my gosh. Well, geez. Well, I hope you guys have a safe trip. That's really, really scary. But
yeah.
Well, I hope you have a good time, and bring us home a win, even though you'll be surrounded by Niners fans. Sounds like.
Oh, hopefully it's a little better than the last time. But
we're happy for your boss. We're so happy he's cancer free, and hopefully it stays that way, and that's awesome. But speaking of cancer, thank you so much to everybody who donated to my Pelotonia. I will be drawing a winner for the Trey Hendrickson jersey sometime this week, so look out for that. And thank you all again for donating. Kayla and Jerry donated, so thank you both very much for that. And cancer is something that's really near and dear to my heart. I work with cancer patients. I do heart surgery, but also lung surgery. So I work with lung patients, and cancer sucks. So maybe one day we'll have a cure for all types of cancer. So, all right. Well, happy bye week, everyone. I hope you all have an enjoyable time with your friends and family and loved ones. And we will see you. I think we're going to maybe do another bi-week show because bi-week, B-Y-E week is bi-week, B-U-Y week on Tigress Talk always. So I'm sure we'll have a show next week where we talk about all the things we want to buy and give everyone ideas for Christmas. Hint, hint. And, all of the above. So I'm sure we'll do something fun with that next week. And yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you guys all for being here. We appreciate you all. And WHODEY, everybody.
Who
Who day?